Fathergamer Podcast.
Welcome to a very special episode of the Fathergamer Podcast. I am Mike, and I will be your host tonight. I have known Eric since before the podcast started in 2011 and have become his producer after he moved back to Texas. As his producer, I wanted to honor Eric tonight by bringing in two of his original podcast crew. With me tonight are Six and Raul. How are you guys doing tonight, man?
How's it going?
Man, I'm doing great. Glad to be back.
Yep.
So
it's weird, surreal.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I kind of got thinking the other night. I was like, you know what? You guys should probably come back on. I know we try to get Emily and also Mello on tonight as well, but they couldn't make it. So I might get some audio from them later on, or just have you guys back on at another time in general. Because I kind of, if you guys are up to it, I kind of want to have you guys on as not necessarily regular, but kind of off and on, you know.
Drop here and there.
Yeah, exactly. You know, kind of like you guys did in the old days. So, because we're up to 68 now, and it's been since 2011. So yeah, I know that some of the episodes have been few and far between. So, Eric, obviously you're going to be listening to this later on because you don't know anything about this, but thank you, man. Thank you for making the podcast happen. So, one general question real quick, I guess before we get too much into this episode. How did you guys meet Eric? And also, how did the whole podcast get started?
You want to go first, or you want me to go?
Yeah, I mean, I think once it's two different perspectives, right? Because I remember Mello and Gibbs working on some stuff. Mello would always tell me, "Hey, dude, you're a gamer. You're the only gamer I know."
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that type of, like, you know, being Hispanics and all. And not a lot of us played back in the day, being in high school. So Mello said, "You should come over." I was in Full Sail at the time. He said, "You should totally do this." I'm like, I don't know about what that is. Like, I've heard of, my God, I don't know if be able to do this. And man, you should totally do it. It was like, he was on me for weeks. And then I decided to do it. And, back then it was just, I think Six, and I forgot who else was the other person since I was with you guys. I'm not sure if you guys recorded.
We had another person, yeah. It was kind of funny because it just started out as a joke in a way. I mean, Eric always had it, you know, he was serious about it. He wanted to do it. And podcasts, I mean, even back then was still kind of, they were there, but not as much, but
kind
still.
Kind of new, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, sure, why not? It was just the way Eric sold it to me. He's like, he's just going to be sitting around talking, you know? And I was like, all right, sounds fun. So got together with Mello. I mean, I still hang out with Mello and stuff. So he came over, I think it was one night, and said, "Hey, my buddy Gibbs, blah, 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 this and that." And I was like, all right, let's go.
Cool.
Yeah, we met him.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was gonna.
I was just curious how you guys met originally. Like, how did you guys meet Eric originally?
I met him through Mello. Well, I don't know how it works, but I met him with Mello. Actually, I met him when I did my first episode.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I also the same. I met him through Mello as well. But we did actually not at the same time, but we were working at the same places together. Mm-hmm. So not different locations, but we worked at the same place. And I knew who he was. I just didn't know that was the person that Mello was referring to as, hey, he's starting the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay.
Afterwards,
cool.
It's kind of like, okay, well, you're the so and so. Okay, all right, no problem. But yeah, we just kind of like just hanging out. I mean, we all like video games and stuff. So he had a very nice. I think the terminology now is like pop culture connoisseur. Mm-hmm. So we all kind of had our little niche areas that we all enjoyed and liked. So it fit well pretty good. So
I think Eric was the glue, right? Mello kind of brought us together, was a catalyst. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of gets glued together. Because I want to say, if you would have left Mello, Six, myself, and Emily in one room and make a podcast, I don't think that would happen.
Yeah, I don't think that would
right?
happen.
And there's no organization, there's no clear anything, but Gibbs comes in, gives us like, okay, this is what's going to happen, and he kind of made it real, at least for me, right? I didn't know what it was or what I was doing. I was just talking video games, and I think the more folks who got involved with, we all met with Six, and Emily, and I forgot the person that came before. It was just great fun, right? We lived for it. I want to say every few weeks, so yeah. I would say that way. Yeah. Made it real for me.
Yeah, I like I said, I've known Eric since before he moved to Florida. Didn't really know him that well. I actually met him through another friend at the time, but since he moved back, we became really good friends, and I've never been the same without him. So.
No, that's awesome, man. I mean, you got to share him both ways, right?
Yeah.
We only had him in Florida for a little bit, so he always said he wanted to go back to Texas. We still wanted to keep on going, but it couldn't happen. So it's kind of nice that he continued working with the same like-minded folks over there that he knew before and knew it, and continue making this happen, right? Because I always told Gibbs with anything, especially the podcast, and he always worked in the industry, that he had to ride the wave, right? I'm like, you can't. Yeah. Like, we were doing so good. I felt like we were doing amazing at something so small of just us talking video games, right? And I'm really made me happy they continue that, right? I mean, you guys said what episode you guys are on now, like 60 something?
68, yeah.
Yeah, I want to say that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I seen you guys. You guys have done pretty good, and gone to the cons and stuff, and that was always his vision. He wanted to be able to go and interview and do this, and I see the updates and stuff, and I'm like, oh wow, man, he's really rolling with it. So very happy for everybody.
Yeah, I remember probably around episode 20 something where Eric had started working with the website cinelinks.com, and at that point in time, I think is when the podcast started back up again, and I've been with him probably since then, actually. So I've been on for a really long time comparatively. What did you guys do outside of the podcast back in the day?
At that time, I was going to Full Sail University in Winter Park for game development. I went in deep, kind of really was living the dream and programming and all that stuff, and that's what never really got me. So was I not only going through the podcast, but that's all I did full time at that time. And I did Full Sail on the side, programming, talking about video games with the same folks from all over like the country. For me, it was like another social life. It was, I don't know, that's what I was doing at the time. Then, kind of all related.
Cool.
Yeah, at the time I was working for a certain video game store. And I mean, we all probably know
the store that shall not be
right?
named.
Exactly. Yeah. But it was fun. I always got to go in, and that's actually how I met Emily. Also, we worked at the same store, so I built a nice little group of gaming nerds, I guess. Some of us still hang out to this day.
Cool.
And it was always fun. I mean, working there wasn't the greatest thing, but the people you did meet was pretty fun. You got to hang out with your own kind, so it was always fun to talk video games and discuss what's coming out, what's not coming out, and that store was moving in the way that it is now and all the pop culture stuff. So I always had somebody to talk something about, and it was cool to come back later and talk about some stuff of that during the podcast and stuff. So it was always fun. But at the same time, I was still in school studying, and I had started a family and everything. So it was always fun just to be able to escape sometimes reality. It's always fun. Life is very serious, so it's good to hang out and talk and be able to discuss all these, fictional characters and adventures that you go on.
Yeah. So. Listening back to the old episodes, which I have listened to every single one of them, and I'm slowly pushing them back out again because they've been kind of lost in the Ethernet or in the web.
Man, that was a fun experience learning. I remember when Eric was like, "Hey, we need to get up on iTunes," and I was like, "Well, I've never done that, but I can look it up." And that was a fun experience trying to, the way that particularly iTunes works and how to submit that and everything. I mean, I don't know if it's changed, but it was just fun trying to get the episodes up there and then out. So it was always fun.
Yeah, I know that they originally were on iTunes, as well as Podbean or wherever else it was out at the time.
Podbean, yeah, that's what it was.
And because I know that he's gone through several different renditions of websites, and that's kind of why a lot of the episodes got lost as far as online. So I've been going back through slowly but surely, and I've already listened to every single one of the episodes prior, but I've been going back through slowly, basically like re-airing them on, starting with SoundCloud specifically, and then it kind of moved from SoundCloud to other medias as well because I started using the SoundCloud RSS feed to kind of push to everything else. iTunes right now is still from episode 40 on. But everything else is, like, all the old episodes are going to go through SoundCloud, and I'm also starting to push things to YouTube as well, through the
Awesome.
through the original account that I have now. I even started up I finally made the webpage live, but I bought a domain for the purposes of the media side of the podcast as well as just in general, and then have also started creating a social media outlet beyond just Fathergamer for the purposes of the podcast and everything else as well. So I've been kind of his right hand man, kind of doing bits and pieces as I can to push the Fathergamer branding further, and it's been fun ever since. So,
Like I said, I'm just happy that kept on going, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's why I kind of wanted to get you guys on here again, because it would be fun, at least for me, to talk to you guys as the original crew and have you in the conversation with Eric as well at some point. For future episodes, just to kind of do the same thing that you guys used to do, and have you guys still involved. So
Yeah, definitely. That would be fun. Be fun to talk again and discuss where, especially the way video games are there now, and all the Marvel movies are coming out, and
that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah.
And nerdy stuff in general, how big it's gotten. So.
Yeah.
So much.
Go ahead.
Just one-offs. I think it'd be good to have us once in a while. Just let us know, man. I'm down. As long as we can make the time. I mean, obviously we all got stuff going on, but I think it's always nice to kind of show up with this stuff, smack for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to have. I want to say it was Mello that did this. I was kind of hoping to have him on here tonight, because I kind of miss listening to the early episodes and just all of a sudden hearing titties.
Yeah.
Good times.
Didn't we say? I don't know if you've heard yet. Wasn't there a motorboat?
There was, yeah. Motorboat was one of the catchphrases as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
At one point.
Wasn't it the rating system? Like you give it.
It was the rating system, yeah.
Right.
I remember that because episode 9. I think episode 8 too, but I know episode 9 for sure. Emily was on it, and I heard the motorboat rating system on that for sure. So.
Yeah, we at that point I liked it because we were just especially me, I went overboard a lot, but I just felt it was like such a full group, right? That we didn't see anything other than games.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and we just like sharing that, and apart from everything else,
do you actually have the first episode also?
I have every single episode, including lost episodes that never aired.
Yeah, because I remember the first episode was like there was really no organization whatsoever.
That was what was it, Denny's Diner or the Kettle or something like that?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also did, but I remember Mello told me that stuff. I was like in episode 3 maybe or so. That's when it was in Mello's house.
Yeah.
It was at Mello's house in the table.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. It was at Mello's place.
Mello's plays with gifts with his Mac. I was using PC. I'm sorry, with his Mac.
Yeah, he still has that Mac too now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't even know how he did everything from that time. Like for me back then, it's like no microphone, no nothing. I was like, I don't know how we're doing this. And he made magic out of it, and then he got the what was the penis microphone again? The Yeti.
Yeah, the penis microphone. Yeah, I didn't realize that the original episodes didn't have that Yeti.
No, it was just straight off. We all hovered around his Mac and just talked. And I remember talking to him later, and I was like, "Hey, man, we need to like get some topics going or something because they were just all over the place." So, later on is when we try to structure it a little bit more. But it was just fun. It was just hanging out, talking, and basically we left it off to cue words or something. One of us would mention something. And it's like, all right, let's go on that tangent and just talk about that. And
right.
It was fun. We actually went to, I think it was MegaCon, and we had a few people that I listened to it and stuff. It was pretty cool. So.
I do remember.
We had the shirts on and everything.
He has some sound bites from different conventions, including one of the interviews with Stan Lee, but I think that was more of like it wasn't a one-on-one episode or a one-on-one soundbite. I think it was like the panel that he was at or something.
Yeah, that one was a panel we went at, but I think he did interview somebody there. I don't remember who.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was. Yeah, but he did.
He had an interview set up that day, or one of the days.
Cool.
I remember. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I think one of the segments you were trying to make, Six, was like a news section.
Yes.
I don't even know how that
went. I remember that. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the
we kind of section it off and try to do let's do a news section and let's talk news. And he came up with some sound bites and stuff. And then I think it was either me or Mello. One of us, we just found one of those fun soundboards, and then it got a little hectic.
Oh, the soundboard! I remember that thing.
Soundboard. Oh, dude, that was too much, man.
Yeah.
Had me rolling, man.
Yeah, I think I started having too much fun with it. I was like, this is cool. The cursing one at first. Oh my god, we started bleeping stuff out, and it was just yeah, that was fun.
If I remember, as far as the current podcast, and I'm pretty sure the original, like at least on the episodes I just pushed recently, it was What's in Your System was another section.
Yeah.
And you guys, in listening back on that, I'm Gears of War 1.
Yeah.
was on that list, and now we're at 4. And a couple of other things.
Amazing game. I don't know if you guys have played it, but I loved it. It's an amazing game. I don't know if you guys have played it. I know it's not a review show, but it's an amazing game.
Oh, no, that's perfectly fine. I mean, we can talk about whatever on this. I'm sure Eric is probably smiling right now anyway, once he listens to this. I played a little bit of Gears 4 on his Xbox, and it was pretty fun. Of course, we had it on easy mode, so because I wasn't used to the controls yet. But speaking of What's in Your System, do you guys want to go ahead and if you by chance know, what are you guys playing right now?
I just start off. Actually, I've been playing everything. I've bought everything. I've gone overboard. Recently got married. Probably gonna get divorced by the end of the year because I've bought way so many games, and at this point it's just bad. But yeah, I'm playing. I'm jumping from Titanfall 2. I literally just downloaded Final Fantasy 15. Battlefield 1 is taking up a lot of my time. Honestly, pretty much what other games came out? I've been playing everything. Gears 4, obviously. Campaign and multiplayer. And Sun and Moon. Can I continue? Way too much. I'll stop. Process.
I'm almost on pretty much the same boat. I mean, I still game a lot, so I same thing. I got Titanfall right now. Actually, in the system is Titanfall. Was actually playing some multiplayer matches last night. Battlefield 1. Those are on the Xbox. PlayStation, I actually, of course, because of all the lovely Black Friday sales, I ended up picking up Doom, which I never beat on the Xbox One.
Yeah, so
Nice.
Finish that. I also got the VR, the PSVR. So
Really?
What?
yeah, man,
You one lucky son of a bitch.
No. I do have the holy grail of what's being sought after out there, which looks like is the NES Classic Edition. I was able to pick
Yeah,
one
you
of
got it too.
Oh, you suck.
So I was actually playing that this weekend, I think it was, and
Nice.
that's still a lot of fun. I actually don't have a 3DS anymore.
What?
My son is probably not going to hear this, but he is getting one, so I'll probably be borrowing it. Yeah, I mean, with life and everything else, I had to give up one, and I said handheld for now. I'm looking forward to that NX system, though. I want to see what that has.
Yeah, the Switch, as they call it now.
Yeah, or the Switch. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. I
I'm
forgot
excited for that.
the name change. Final Fantasy 15 is on the radar. I got word of some cool sales that are coming up, so
Nice.
that's on the radar. Last Guardian for sure. I've been freaking waiting forever for that game. So
Oh, speaking of, I'm trying to remember if I put in for that yet.
yeah, I think that's it right now. So I mean, I'm jumping between the big titles: Battlefield 1, Titanfall, and then doing a little backlog on my PS4. Also, which if anybody is listening to this and gets a PlayStation VR, play Batman. That's the system seller for me right there. Was the Batman game. It's short and sweet, but wow, it really blew me away.
Because you want to sit in front of the mirror.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I was Batman. Man. I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Speaking of, is it more of a demo or is it a full game?
They sell it as a full game, but I mean, it is. There is a beginning and end. So I mean, yeah, it is a full game, but it's short. It really is.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't. I mean, they've already come out and said it. It doesn't really fit into any timeline of the game, the Arkham games. So it's fun. I mean, it is. It really is fun. I think there's on the PlayStation Store they got a lot of the other games out there. It looks like they're picking up a lot of the Steam games that are available on VR, so they're coming slowly. And I picked up like Carnival games. That's fun. There's another one called Gunjack. That's pretty good. It's just it does a lot of the head tracking stuff, but
cool.
But there,
I want to ask you, Six. Is that on your regular PlayStation or do you have the Pro?
No. Actually, well, I mean, the opinions are out there, but me personally, I don't think it's worth the upgrade. I don't. If you have a PlayStation 4, I don't think you should be upgrading to the Pro. If you have both systems, then definitely not, because your Xbox, if you have the Xbox S, I mean, you're sitting with the 4K and the HDR, which I don't believe the Pro does the video like Blu-rays and stuff. I don't know if
it does not.
The Pro does not. No,
through an update, but currently does not. So I really don't see any value to it right now. That's my opinion. Nobody throw rocks or anything, but
no, I'm with you on that one.
But I did upgrade the Xbox for sure. I ended up getting the Gears one, so
cool.
Nice. It makes noises and stuff.
Red or white version?
I got the red.
Cool.
The Gears Limited.
I got the Gears with the controller and freaking scratches.
Because I remember seeing a controller that was also white. It was also a Gears.
Yeah, they did come out with another bundle. They have bundles, I think. They have a white one.
They have
and
like 7 bundles.
Yeah.
Also. Yeah, I know.
I was half tempted. I went to an Xbox store somewhat local to me. It was in Houston, actually, the other day, and I found that they had an Xbox store, and I went in there, and I was like, you know what? I really want to get something, but I'm going to hold off for now.
The prices are good, though. I mean,
the prices are excellent, yes.
Excellent. I mean, excellent in gaming in general, whether it's PS4 or an Xbox. I mean, pricing is definitely where it needs to be for gaming. So
yeah.
The funny tidbit with Raul saying, they have all these bundles is that I feel that Xbox or Microsoft is doing what PlayStation does in Japan, and it's putting out all these different colors and all this other stuff, which, Sony, if you ever listen to this is what we want in America. We want more color. We want the shiny. We want all these special things. So bring it out. So,
Yeah, Eric and I were talking about that the other day, that there's the paradigm shift has gone towards Xbox again.
Yeah, I think, what is it, the MPD numbers, they've been an Xbox's favor.
Recently they've won like 3
months in a row or something, and it's like the first time ever. So, I mean, Microsoft is definitely... I mean, definitely doing it right.
Right now, it's cheaper than the PlayStation. They have the S, which is the high def version, which, like you said, it does the high def Blu-rays now. Also,
Yeah.
PlayStation doesn't do that yet, and probably won't until they either patch it or come out with a slightly another version of
I feel like they
PlayStation.
could patch it. It shouldn't be a patch. We shouldn't have to wait for a patch, but I feel that they could probably patch it.
They probably will.
I don't see why not, because I think
Yeah, I
that
don't
it's
see why they
using the
couldn't.
same technology. It's just more compressed, allowing it to be higher definition. Or well, okay, I could be completely off base on that, but they're still using Blu-rays to my knowledge. It's just that it's higher definition videos. I don't see why
Yeah, I know
they
what it is.
couldn't patch that.
I don't see why not. I'm sure they will. I mean, they're not gonna say on that,
Yeah.
for not patching it. So I'm sure they're just working on it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what's currently in my system. From time to time, I pop in Rock Band 4.
Oh, nice.
That's a fun
Nice.
game to always play. So,
What are you guys looking forward to as far as technology?
um, I honestly, I
mean,
would say keep your eye on VR for sure. I mean,
Mhm.
it's one of those that you have to try it. You can joke about it, laugh about it, but until you try it, don't knock it.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
expensive,
the
but
Vive is the way to go. The Vive
Yeah.
is definitely the way to go, which is expensive. But if Sony gets their act together and it's able to help out,
mhm.
I mean, yeah, we'll start seeing more and more VR. I mean, it is.
Sony got a good price one though too. That's why. So
Sony
They
has a
did.
really good price, actually.
They
Yeah.
did. All they got to
Surprisingly.
do is fix the camera. I mean, they need another. I guess, what would you call it? Because the Vive has the 2 points.
Mhm.
So
in the room,
two
yep.
sensors. So they need something else to be able to track you a little bit better. I mean,
Right.
it does great tracking, but a little bit better so it can give you that bigger space of area to play. But I would say VR for sure. If anybody's out there like wanting to invest in it, I mean, definitely go for it because it's a lot of fun. And Steam, I mean, they have I don't even know how many games. I mean, I have friends of mine that are getting games almost every day.
Wow.
As the library is growing. I mean, it's just the problem right now. Yeah, definitely is price.
Speaking of pricing, how good are the game prices?
I'm gonna chime in on that, Raul, since you you bought out all the stores right now.
No, not really. I don't know. I don't have a store on VR, honestly. I just got mine on the tech, and that's it. But I don't even know how much the games are going for VR. Honestly, I haven't used it. That's why I've been asking you because,
Mhm.
You're talking about VR
Yes,
pricing.
Yeah,
specifically, yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were talking in general.
No.
PlayStation is a little bit on the side. Some of the stuff you can
Okay,
probably
alright.
get on a good deal. Steam does a great job. I mean, Steam is Steam. Everybody. I mean, my digital purchasing thoughts have always been, I don't want to pay the same price I paid for something I can actually hold in my hands. I mean, I don't even know if we talked about it in the podcast before. You may be able to dig up quotes from me saying that before too. It's just digital to me. If I'm going to buy digital anything,
Mhm.
you better give me a good discount. And Steam, they do it right. They have some of the expensive bigger titles. Yeah, they're still going to cost you $30, $40, $50.
Right.
But I mean, those Steam sales, I mean, they hurt your wallet because it's like,
Oh,
oh, it's $2. Oh,
Yeah.
it's $1. Oh, it's $3.
and then all of a sudden you've got $50 down the drain.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
the price points are pretty good on the VR stuff. I mean, some games, like I said, they're still in the $30 range, but a lot of the stuff is, between a couple bucks to $10, and some of the good stuff is still in that price range. And some of them they give you the, I forgot what Steam calls it, but it's basically that kind of like early access. We're still working on the game, but you can start playing it now type of thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
It has a name for it. But yeah, they do that offer too. So they'll sell you the game, and it's not technically done, but they're constantly patching it and updating it. So you pay like $5 or something, and then you continue to get all these updates. And then by the time they're officially done, then you got a full game. Which actually, what's the name of the game? I'll try and look it up here in a minute. But the Rick and Morty game that they have on there.
Sweet.
Oh my God, it's the people who make Rick and Morty. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, that game is hilarious. If you ever get to watch the video online or actually play it, I mean, it is hilarious. Awesome
I'm gonna
game.
have to look that up now because I love that show, and anything that they push out is hilarious. So, You were talking about early access. I have I'm friends with a game dev out of the New England states, and they did a Kickstarter not too long ago, and have been slowly getting things finished and finalized. And they actually have an early access Steam right now for people that have contributed to that.
Cool.
It's my mind is going blank now. The studio is Stormile Productions, and the game is called Stratus Battle for the Sky. It started off as NetStorm 2, which NetStorm is an older real-time strategy game, and they couldn't get the licensing to keep the name, so they had to change it. But they are actually working with the original artists and the original one of the co-creators of the actual game, the original game, to make this happen. So it's coming along pretty well now.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I pulled up the name. It's virtual accounting or accounting VR.
Oh yes, I heard about that.
My God, it is. It's definitely MA, but oh my God, it's hilarious.
That's cool. Yeah, I remember hearing about that not too long ago, actually. I want to say that Katie on our current podcast crew had mentioned it because she's a big Rick and Morty fan as well.
Yeah, they definitely they basically have a studio out trying to develop VR games and stuff. This was their first shot that they did, and
that's cool.
I mean, you'll be rolling around in tears, especially if you're a fan of the show. You'll be rolling around in tears.
Awesome.
It's really funny.
Do you guys want to talk about anything else before we close out?
Have you guys seen Doctor Strange?
I have.
All right.
Yeah, it's so good, dude.
Yeah,
It's so good. I like it a lot. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna say what my brother-in-law told me, and it's like, you know what? He has a point. It's the best way to describe it. It's if somebody asks you like, oh, how good is it or whatever, just imagine watching a Marvel movie through a kaleidoscope. He told me that, and I was like, wow, that's going to pick up somewhere, because that's definitely the best way to describe it. Just watching a Marvel movie through a kaleidoscope.
Speaking of Marvel movies, I finally got a chance to watch Apocalypse. I liked it. I don't know about y'all.
I haven't seen it. I'm just like on the Fox side.
I watched it. It's good. I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. They could have done a little better, but it was entertaining. It was good.
Yeah, people were complaining or worried about him being purple on the pictures online. And I was like, they're going to use a different shader, so he's going to be blue. So I wasn't too worried about that. I was pleasantly surprised for the movie itself. Now, it's obviously not following the original timeline that the comics did, or even the cartoon for that matter. But as far as the movie goes itself, it was actually pretty enjoyable for me.
Yeah, definitely. For me, it was. Yeah, I would definitely enjoy a movie to watch. I would recommend it for people to watch it.
Yeah. I would say any of the latest movies from X-Men have been awesome for me.
I would concur.
First Class, what was it? First Class, and then Days of Future Past, and then now Apocalypse. Yeah. So.
I agree. I just gotta sit back and watch him again. So, are you guys looking forward to Logan then?
I am. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now that it's been confirmed, it's been pretty much confirmed that it's X-23. So I'm happy about that.
Totally. I thought it was from Stranger Things. I'm like, oh my gosh, she got the part, but I don't know if it's her. No, I don't think it was her. But she looked alike. They look alike.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the movie too. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
Well, you can tell. I don't see.
It was at the end of Apocalypse. It was at the very tail end of Apocalypse that confirmed it for me, at least. Because at the end of Apocalypse, after the credits roll, what's his face has a vial of Wolverine's blood.
Yes. Yep.
And I was like, oh yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, that was I believe that's who it's gonna be. Basically, like, you know, they're trying. I think they already said that he's trying to protect one of the last mutants, etc., and all of that. So,
and in the sound bites, Xavier specifically states she's just like you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, that's definitely gonna be her. So I'm
I'm
happy.
blown away by the fact that it's Hugh Jackman's last and
Yeah, that's
Stewart's last. I was like, no,
I don't know, it hit hard. That trailer hit hard.
that hit me
Yeah.
really hard. It's like, man, I don't know about this.
I agree.
Although Jackman has stated in the past that he was done with the movies, so
That's true.
I don't know.
He wants to be an Avenger. He wants to be on that Marvel cake. He knows, and he's right. He should be on Avengers. If he should come back for anything, he should just be in Infinity Wars, and that's it.
He has said it. He's been quoted to saying that he would love to come
wants to.
back to do a versus Hulk or just.
I don't blame him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody wants.
I don't blame him.
Train right now.
The pie is a Marvel. Yeah. It's on that. Like, they've had the biggest cast in Hollywood make their movies, and they're still all lining up.
Yeah.
So they figured it out. I hope there's the same video game boom. Hopefully past 2020 or something. So hopefully Assassin's Creed will start something up. We'll see.
Oh, that's true. I forgot that was coming out.
But I would love to see like a video game boom in the movie theater. So we'll see. We'll see if that were to happen.
How about Star Wars? Anybody looking forward to Star Wars?
Oh, Rogue One. Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah.
I think
at Battlefront's losing
confirmed
DLC.
that I just read something today. They've confirmed that which makes sense, but that there's no sequel to Rogue One. So I guess
No.
or it's a sequel to it. And it's like, well, I don't know.
If it was a sequel, it'd be a short.
Yeah,
The sequel is A New Hope.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
It technically is.
I'm looking forward to see what other stories they start.
Yeah.
Because we got Rogue One, that's part of a story. So I want to see if they do go with the Yoda movie or if they
No,
come
they're
back
doing
and do Obi-Wan.
No, they're doing the Boba Fett and Han Solo.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure those are coming out.
So after those two, then we'll see wherever. You know what I'm saying? They can move wherever. Oh, did you guys see the Universal? I'm sorry, we're going to go a little bit over the Universal Studios and Nintendo.
That had been announced before. I mean, but now I guess
it's official. It's a video. Universal Studios is gonna bring Nintendo Land to 3 parks.
Yeah.
Tokyo, Hollywood.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I think isn't Tokyo gets first dibs, and then it's Orlando and Hollywood.
I can see Tokyo doing that, yeah, because I mean it's Japan. Come on.
Yeah. Miyamoto was on the announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bringing it to Orlando and Universal Hollywood.
I can't believe it, dude. It's like a dream come true, dude.
That is really cool.
Kill a wave with Dr. Seuss and put Nintendo Land Islands of Adventure. I am a happy guy. I am a happy guy. No, I think that's great. I mean, there's a theme park in California that has Mass Effect, the Mass Effect ride.
Really?
Which I would die to go. Yeah, I don't know what park it is, but it's a park in California. They have a full-blown Mass Effect ride. But it's more like a 3D. Yeah, it's like a 3D ride with actors and everything. It looks legit. But it's at this random park in California, which I'm sure locals will know it, but I don't. But I would love to do a road trip to see that. So that's starting to pop up more and more. I think Monster Hunter came to one of the parks in Six Flags.
Oh yeah.
So they've
done it.
Yeah, they're doing.
Flags has done it a lot with the DC characters and stuff like that. They do it all the time.
Yeah, no, totally. But in video games, it's kind of nice that, again, the pop culture, that kind of bringing it all around, like Six mentioned, that pop culture is growing. Video games mainstream and esports. I feel we never had an esports, like when we didn't do podcast. I mean, they were, but they weren't as hyped as they're now.
Right.
And there's so much to talk about there. And, I've also been playing Overwatch. Obviously, everybody plays Overwatch.
Yeah. Forgot about Overwatch. I think so. I've been playing that too.
I go back to it once in a while. Those loot packs, man. So yeah, that's all I got. But I just wanted to share. I'm crazy excited about everything that's happening in the industry, whether it's inside the gaming industry or out. It's been great riding. I think podcast.
Have you guys been playing Destiny at all?
I played a little bit of the last expansion. I didn't get to beat it. I don't know. It kind of dragged. Yeah, I don't know. I feel I like it. I do. But I just want to tell them to just please make another Halo game. It's like I see
a Halo game that's actually good.
I see Halo every time I play that game. I'm like, oh, that sounds like Halo. Oh, that just reminds me of Halo. It's like,
because the last Halo game was kind of eh.
Yeah, it was.
I liked it a lot. I think
the multiplayer was fun. The story I felt was a little.
Before I love 5. And by the way, I gotta say this out loud. It might say cliche, but I have to do it. But I work at Microsoft, so any opinions or anything I've said throughout the podcast is only mine and mine's only. Doesn't have to really with Microsoft, but I love Halo 5. I still play once in a while with my buddies. I think they brought it back. The campaign for me was like, you know what I'm saying? It was great, and then it was like, okay. So, but I think they did a good job overall. I think 343 has been doing it. I mean, Gears 4 with Coalition, that was another gamble. And I think Gears 4 came out great.
Yeah, we got one more Halo, right?
They're not going to be as good as that. Yeah, there is a trilogy.
I was gonna say, I think there's another one coming out. Yeah.
I think it's totals of 6, and same thing with Gears. I think that's what they're planning on doing.
Cool.
That's they do it right. The only one that won't is Mass Effect Andromeda. They said that it's not supposed to be a sequel, which
it's not. It's a completely different storyline. From what I remember hearing, it is it's one of the ships that went to the Andromeda Galaxy, and so it's a completely different storyline.
Yeah, no, and that's fine with me, but I thought it would continue, like, those decisions would carry over, so they haven't thought that ahead, they haven't said it's a trilogy, so they'll just make it this thing and go from there, so, I'm looking forward to it.
So far it's probably just gonna be a standalone, but yeah.
Yeah, so far that's what they're insinuating, and it's gonna have the multiplayer, which I'm already registered for the beta, so if you haven't, go to BioWare, register for the beta, they're gonna ask you, like, a million questions. Just answer them honestly, and hopefully you get picked. So,
speaking of Mass Effect, I have yet to play any of them. I bought them for PlayStation 3 as a bundle pack, and then I sold my PlayStation to my brother-in-law. So at some point, if they're on PS4, at some point I'm gonna buy them again.
Yeah, you have to get on that.
They're very. I mean, for me it was a little bit of a because I started with 2, and then I went to go and play 1. And that was a mistake. 2 and 3 are so good, and they fixed a lot of the little things here and there. And 1 was like, oh my god! So I kind of had to push myself.
Why do I do this to myself? But
I mean, I completely I was like, I worked at that store that I mentioned earlier, and I was like, Mass Effect, blah blah blah. And when Part 2 came out, I was like, I paid attention. I was like, oh wow, this game looks amazing. And they're like, well, you never played 1? No, I didn't. So I ended up picking it up and. I was like, what am I doing? Oh, and they're like, why did you do that? It's like Assassin's Creed, the same thing. You know, I picked up 2. 2 is so good. So let me go back to 1. And oh my god, those loading times in 1, Jesus.
Yeah, trouble forever, dude. I mean, I agree with you, dude. It's but I mean, but I did Mass Effect 1 from the beginning, so I love the first one, and it's just, I think it was one of the best journeys I've had in gaming, where it just. Everything carried over. I knew all the people that I messed around with. You know, it was like such a great journey. And then that hype, 2 was coming out. And I wasn't in the release for that.
To the carrying over, have you guys heard the rumors that Destiny apparently won't be carrying over? They want a new experience, is what they're saying?
Oh, Jesus.
I haven't heard that specifically, but I know that they're making a second. They're making one Destiny 2. I know at least.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of scary. Those are the first rumors that are popping up, and I'm like, are you serious? You want to do that? I mean, Destiny kind of left the feeling with a lot of people. I don't want to do that
already.
But yeah, apparently they're saying, oh, we want a new experience, but I mean, they could change it. Obviously, enough backlash. I'm sure they'll.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at the very least, what they might be able to do, which would be awesome. Is do a little bit of the backstory and actually have gameplay from before the whole Guardians thing, because like one of the things that I played through recently was one of the original raids, and you go to one of the old towers, and you go as part of the whole process, you go back to one of the old towers as part of the missions, and that tower's awesome, but it's not in use anymore. Like they don't actually have it as part of the regular gameplay. I'm like, you could easily put that in as a backstory or its own story to show what happened at the very least. I don't know.
Yeah, I love Bungie. Bungie always has a place in my heart, and I think they really love their imaginations with Destiny, but Again, they've been milking me for 3 years, and I bought the new expansion, and I've yet to touch it. Bought it just to have it, just in case I say, let me just continue this journey of just like repetitiveness, and I never got to it. Like I bought it, I was gonna do it, and I still have friends that play it all the time, but there's so many great games out there. I can't be playing a game that's been out for 3 years almost, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, no. I mean, I have Mass Effect 3 is the exception because I've been playing the multiplayer for that, and that is crap. And I think we even reviewed Mass Effect 3, I think, on our older episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And I still play that multiplayer in backwards compatibility since N7 days, since
Nice.
it came. I love Mass Effect 3. Would change it for the world.
Speaking of time frames as far as Destiny goes, I started off, like, I created an account during the original beta. Never had a chance to play with anybody when it first came out. Bought the expansion for Taken King and upgraded my character to level 20 whatever with one of the things that they had available for the upgrade, but never played it again. Bought the third expansion, or I guess the second expansion technically, or whatever, the latest one. And I have been playing with Eric a little bit, as well as a clan that I have now, or that I'm on now. So I've enjoyed that. I go in phases though. Like I'll play for a long time on certain things, and then just kind of get tired and go back to watching TV or even sometimes reading books and stuff. So I need to get back on it. I also need to play Overwatch again, but that was my experience. Like I didn't have anybody to play with because they stopped playing the game. So and until now.
Yeah, I mean the community's there. It's just once you're done with everything, it's like, all right, wait for the next expansion.
Right.
So some people stick to it and they continue doing the raids, but to me, it's like, well, once you have your maxed out gear, I mean, there's no real reason to do those raids and stuff.
Well, the raid or the competitive, yeah, because like the weekly competitive stuff is what keeps a lot of people too.
But it was fun while I played it, but it just didn't. I don't know. It felt like Bungie dropped the ball a little bit on that. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'll say this. I won't blame Bungie. I'll blame Activision for that.
True.
Sometimes, like I feel like if you give them freedom to everything, they'll kill it.
A lot of things, actually, now that you say that. So.
Yeah, but then you put this restriction. It's like, whoa, that conversation always comes in, which is fine, right? Everybody runs their business differently, but I think that's what happened. So
yeah,
just like COD, I retired Call of Duty, retired. Done. I mean, the new one looks.
I love Titanfall, so.
Oh, I love Titanfall. Titanfall.
See how long that train goes, but.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely. I think they need to take a nice break, go back to the drawing board, and redo some things.
Battlefield did. I mean, the formula was great, and they're like, wait, what should be our next game? Well, we've done 2 in the modern era.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we haven't done? World War One. Snap! That's an idea. Should we look for it? How does it look in our engine? Looks amazing. I think we have an idea here, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Battlefield 1. I mean, I even like it's not as easy to pick up as some of the other Battlefield games.
It's because we're so, in the Battlefield and other games, because we're so used to these, different movements and specific actions and going back to the iron sights it's just, you have to depend on your teammates so much, and it's a great, it's a great game, and the campaign, it's a movie in its own. Like, it not only do I have fun, but I learn. It's a game that I learn. Teaches me stuff.
If I find it again, I'll post it to my Facebook page, but I actually did find somebody that posted and said, when you truly don't believe in violence, and it's a person that's in first place on Battlefield 1.
Oh, yeah.
It's 0-0, and they're in first place because I want to say they were a healer maybe or something, because they had a ton of points.
Maybe that and leader. Both have to be like the medic and the leader, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was serious. So, I mean, that game is one also that even if you don't feel like you do good, you still do good because it lets you do other things. So.
I love it. They did a great job. I mean, I would nominate it for Game of the Year easily. A shooter won't get it.
The story is amazing too. I mean, the different story aspects, I love it. I like that whole, and it really, I think this is probably one of their best Battlefields in a long time.
Hands down. I have a hunch they're gonna be doing like Battlefield 2. Guess what? World War 2, and then like maybe Battlefield 3 again, and then 3 might be Vietnam or something like that. So they might. I would not mind
I just want to see Bad Company 3.
Oh, I know. I know. But
it's so quiet. It's like, get out, please. It's like, with Final Fantasy 15 coming out, I was reading an article and it's like, well, now everybody that was like Final Fantasy, it's like, oh, give us Kingdom Hearts, and then like, well, Kingdom Hearts, what's next? Half-Life 3, like all these other ones that are like, just
it's a Half-Life 3. Yeah, I saw that. So, or Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Jeez, like where are people bringing this stuff? I haven't heard anything.
You haven't heard about MVC4? Got rumored. I don't know if
I just rumors, but that's all it is. I mean, it's like same thing.
You didn't see the teaser? There was a teaser from Capcom.
No, there wasn't.
You didn't see? Oh, I'll have to tag you on Facebook, man.
Hit me right now. Find me to prove it up. Put on the chat window.
I'll tag you guys. Yeah, definitely, man. There was a poster.
Dude, I love that game.
Black Friday. It was Black Friday. Released a poster. It's the big number 4. Says Capcom underneath, and then it says PS4, which is rumored again. Like,
yeah, I'm kind of curious as to whether that was fan made though.
So I think it came out from Capcom though.
Okay.
What it was? Yeah.
Yes, they did Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh my God.
Was it?
Red Dead Redemption 2, man.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the teaser photo. Obviously, it's not going to be Grand Theft Auto 7. It's Red Dead.
Theft Autos, those come out, they spread those out pretty good, so.
They do a great job, and they should. That's one of the only studios that have been true to what they create and are not pulled back by time, heavy timelines, right? So if they say we're gonna do 3 years for the
always breaks records every time they come out.
But think about it, they
everybody I know always says I'm not buying that game, and then it comes out and then they buy it.
And that's the only game that hasn't gone down probably no more than $40 on a deal, and I still find it expensive. And that game's out like what 3 years also 4 years.
Something like
more.
That, yeah. It's been a while.
It's a 360, and Grand Theft Auto is still one of the most highest selling games.
Oh,
I've never seen it half off.
It's like Pokemon. It retains its value.
Yeah. Well, that's anything Nintendo, really.
Yeah.
It's anything Nintendo. It's like when I picked up the Classic, Nintendo put out so little of it. And I'm sitting there in line with some guy, and I'm like, why do we do this to ourselves as Nintendo fans? We always say we want more, and we're not going to buy it. And then Nintendo says, hey, here's a shiny Mario doll. Right there. Fine again, to pick it up because it's Nintendo. So nostalgia, man. Nintendo just gets you, and they know it, too. That's the bad part.
Yeah.
They did it with Sun and Moon, and they brought me back again, dude. I don't play my 3DS other than for Monster Hunter. Played it 2 weeks, stopped, and then Pokemon came out. And, Pokemon Go, obviously. I was still playing it, and then I got tired of it. I'm like, fuck, I'm tired. Like, literally, like, it's tired, right? I'm walking. And then freaking Sun and Moon comes out, and I'm like, oh, I see the reviews. Actually, I bought it because of the reviews. The reviews were like 9.2-ish. I'm like, huh.
Yeah,
they're saying
Splatoon is doing really good, too, so.
And I bought it, and it's really, really, really good. Great game. I would even nominate again for another game of the year. Nintendo Game Freak, they did it again. Made it fresh, new, catering to everybody. Dude, it's worth it.
My son, wink, wink.
Great.
Yeah, you got Pokemon. Let Daddy try it out. And 2 weeks later.
Never see it again.
Raul, I don't know about you, but the Pokedex freaks me out.
Yeah, the damn Pokemon that is a Pokedex, which is like Inception.
Yeah.
Blows your mind, dude. I think so.
Yeah, there's an electric type Pokemon that gets fused with a Pokedex, and it talks to you and looks at you with eyeballs, and I'm like,
all the time.
That's creepy.
You can't change it. He does say funny things. Though. He keeps me on my toes, right?
How many Pokemon are we up to now, though?
Dude, there's like 800.
Something,
oh my God.
600 to 800, something like that. I'm just now starting to get back into, like, I never actually had Pokemon until a few years ago. So, and Zelda for that matter too. So I'm actually slowly buying all the old games.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
they're old. So you can put on the Pokemon Bank, so they put the Pokemon Bank, so you can put the old games starting January.
Starting in January, the old ones can go on there, and the new one can go on there. Yeah.
It's actually possible, Six, which I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime. You can actually most likely get all the national 800 Pokédex of that game.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Like, or everything. I think it could be done. We haven't seen it yet. I'm sure it'll be announced online, and I'm just gonna be here pissed because I've done it. But besides the point, I tell you, they did a really, really great job with this game. So,
Awesome.
and they're bringing it all together, all the other ones. So, it's pretty. I mean, it's nostalgia, right? Like you said, right? Kind of brings it back. I'm like Pokemon.
Nintendo.
And I played that thing. No, they do it.
And
the IP.
And they brought the original Red and Blue trainers into the game.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yep.
Yeah. No, they did a great job.
Yeah.
Overall, and even Phil Spencer said, like, he said, they interviewed him, he said, yeah, like, which game would you love to see on Xbox? He said, I would love to see a Nintendo game, a Mario game. He's like, and they're like, why? Well, Nintendo has, like, the biggest library, IP library in the industry. And let's be honest, it's true, they have the biggest franchises. Oh man, if they could share the wealth with the rest of the world.
Speaking of Nintendo, speaking of
Okay.
Nintendo on Xbox, apparently there's also classic Nintendo games on PlayStation now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Through an emulator also? The Xbox only through emulators.
I think so. I think you have to. I think it's part of an emulation package of some kind.
Yeah.
But I just heard about that the other day.
Interesting. Yeah, on the Xbox because of the Windows or the worldwide Windows platform,
Hmm.
it's all gonna be one and the same. So if there's emulators on the Windows Store on PC, it should transfer to the Xbox. I think.
Right.
So I think it's only a matter of time. It's all red tape at this point. But but even Phil said it. Like, I would love to see it. I'm like, dude, that'd be great. They just put Mario on iOS, right? That's Mario Run.
Mario Run, yeah. Super Mario Run.
Yeah, and they did the Pokemon Go on the Apple Watch.
Hmm.
So,
Oh, nice.
keep going, Nintendo. Slowly but surely keep going, like, share the wealth. Give me Monster Hunter. I'm not even Nintendo. Give me Capcom. Capcom, give me Monster Hunter on a console. And I am happy. I love it on the 3DS. My fingers hurt after so long. I want to play on my couch and online with people with headsets because I can't even put a headset for Monster Hunter.
Right.
Maybe they'll get it right with the Switch. Maybe they'll finally get it right.
Maybe. I'm knocking on wood as we speak, bro. I hope so. I'm excited for when I saw it. I'm like, I can see the potential. I can see the newness of Nintendo bringing and changing the industry. But I think it's a double-edged sword, right? If they get it right, they're gonna kill it again like the Wii. But they're being ambitious.
It's a lot of variables because the Wii U was a great system. They just did not market that system right. I mean, the Wii U has a ton of titles that are tremendous and but I just feel like they did not market that system out right.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first thing that they got wrong was calling it the Wii still.
Yeah.
That's another one. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, they should have renamed it completely so that you wouldn't get confused between the two systems.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, all right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it as far as the regular podcast part of this. If you guys want to keep talking, we can do an after hours thing. That's not a big deal, like you guys did in the past. But for all of us at the Fathergamer Podcast, Eric, thank you for being our friends. If you guys have any social medias, you're more than welcome to go ahead and put them out there now.
I still have my Twitter, EL_6. I still post around there every now and then, video games, movies, comic book related. So you guys can follow me, tag me, do whatever.
Which I'm trying to remember if I followed you or not on there. If I haven't, I will.
I still have you there. I'm not big on social media. All I have is Facebook. I'm that guy. But I still have Twitter, to be honest. Which is Calibre, CAL1BRE. But I only use it to check when the servers go down. Right?
Nice.
I'm that guy. I'm like, why is it not working? Twitter should know. I go to Twitter and check. But you don't see me doing too much on there. I'm mainly on Xbox Live all the time. So obviously, my gamer tag is ridiculous, and I'm waiting to get $10, which I have to change it, and I don't want to pay them. But my gamer tag is XXMOGXX space Calibre. So I know it's annoying. I've had it for 8 years. I'll change it eventually.
Send it to me. I was gonna tell you, send it to because I was wondering if I did add you or not. So send it to me in a message.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
If you play Battlefield and Titanfall and Overwatch, man, I got some groups that I get together with sometimes.
Dude, all the time, dude. The problem is I'm always with my Puerto Rican buddy, so we'll be doing Spanish or Spanglish.
Those are the best ones.
They are, dude. It's hilarious.
I played with some of my friends back in Puerto Rico when, what was it, Modern Warfare 3 or something, and oh my god, that was a trip. I was like, oh my god, it's like I traveled to a different world.
So we have our own club as Puerto Ricans and all that, but I still have my own clubs for our PG. So, no, let me know, because I'm always playing a lot of different. I usually don't play alone. Actually, the only social life, because I'm in Fargo, North Dakota right now, is Xbox Live. So that's where I do all my major talking. I may even do Twitch once in a while, so you may see me also Calibre.
Yeah, I do Twitch as well.
1BRE 45, I just saw Calibre 45 with a 1. So I do Twitch once in a while. I tried doing it to pay for the wedding. It didn't work out so well. So I just, for the fun, like a little literally say that at my PayPal button. So, but it's just fun to do. So I'll probably start Twitching more often. But no, that's it.
Cool.
Other than my live on Twitter.
I am at Silverhawks, no vowels, SLVRHWKS. On both Xbox, PlayStation, Twitter, Instagram, you name it, I'm probably there. And you can also catch us, Fathergamer, obviously, at Fathergamer on all social medias, and also Fathergamer Prod, PROD, on social medias as well for the production side of it. Like I said, if you guys want to continue on, you're more than welcome to continue talking to me. But as of right now, this is the end of the traditional podcast. And as Fathergamer would always say, achieve greatness.